Here is the story we discussed yesterday, translated into English. The Legend of the Little Barking Deer of Nong Phai Lom. The unforgettable day of March 12th, 15. My grandchild. If you want to talk about the old days, back on March 12th, 1972, that was a time when our people in Nong Phai Lom village, Nanong Tum Subdistrict, Kain Kro District, Chaiphum Province, truly toiled hard, farming and growing food to feed their children and wives. That year was a very dry year, my dear grandchild. The rice fields had no water to nourish them. Everything was incredibly difficult to obtain. Then, all of a sudden, a little barking deer got lost from the forest, you see. It was starving and thirsty, staggering down into our village. The elderly villagers said, "Oh, why did a little barking deer appear in the middle of the village? It's never happened before." Some even said, "It's as if someone sent it for us to eat." At that time, hunger squeezed people's hearts, my dear grandchild. Seeing that little barking deer was like seeing food that would allow them to survive another day. It wasn't long before the hungry old and young villagers gathered to catch it. It wasn't big, but at that time, hunger blinded people. Once caught, they immediately processed it. And this is, my dear grandchild, the truly heartbreaking and miraculous part. When they butchered the meat of that little barking deer, the meat of the barking deer never ran out. The more they cut, the more it expanded, until everyone in the village ate their fill. Think about it, how much pain we felt at that time, having to kill that little barking deer with its dark eyes. Some ate and cried because it wasn't the way of our people to do such a thing. But hunger and starvation truly made us do it, with no other choice. And the miracle of the barking deer's meat, which never ran out, saved our people from starvation that day. The elders said, since that time, no little barking deer has ever wandered into our village again. And not long after that day, my grandchild, our village faced a great fire that the entire village would remember for a lifetime. The fire spread everywhere, burning down 123 houses. 123 houses, my dear grandchild. Almost the entire village burned down. But what was truly chilling and unforgettable was that there were only three houses that did not eat the meat of that little barking deer, and their houses were not touched by the fire at all. It was a story told throughout the village at that time that this was karma, a consequence, a result of what we did wrong to that little barking deer. Nong Phai Lom therefore remembers that day as a time when hunger briefly took away compassion from people's hearts. But it was also a lesson to understand how precious life is. And the miracle of that little barking deer is a reminder that some things that come into our lives may have reasons we don't understand, my dear grandchild. Every action has its consequences. Even today, whenever you look towards the forests and mountains, seeing the beautiful green bamboo groves and ponds, remember that little barking deer. It is a legend that the elders remember, to let their children and grandchildren know that hardship spares no one, my dear grandchild. And when mistakes have been made, they must be remembered as a lesson, not to be repeated.